Hey everyone, and welcome to the Silly Million YouTube channel. Why am I starting this YouTube channel? For the past couple of months I've really tried to challenge myself. For context, in May 2022 I handed in my notice at my job at the time in order to set up my own business. At the age of 29, this just felt like something that was the right thing to do at the time. In the past 8 years of my career, I've worked in the digital industry. Firstly in sales, then in research, then a bit in UX and user research. Finally, about 4 years ago, focused on search engine optimization for a living, or SEO as we call it. Having had the experience of doing SEO for around 3 to 4 years, I then felt like I had the confidence to start my own business. First business, Seed and Solace Limited. Basically, 2 months in, it's going quite nicely. I'm currently contracting for an ambitious agency in the Northern Quarter. Shout out to you boys, I know you're watching. And I also have a bunch of kind of ad hoc work coming in, which is keeping me busy, as well as a decent enough new business pipeline. So, hey, let's hope some of that comes in. But I've also been looking at other projects where I feel like I can enhance my skills and set myself new goals. So for the past 6 months or so, I've been consuming a lot of content, that mainly being YouTube and podcasts. And I'm now at the point where I feel like I'm ready to start my own little adventure. However, I wanted to make myself accountable, and I think the best way to do that would be to start a YouTube channel. And then basically, this is where the silly idea came in. What if I set myself an absolutely outrageous goal? Something that if I could achieve it would be just unbelievable. This is basically where I came up with the idea of trying to make $1 million in 1,000 days. Now don't get me wrong, this sounds pretty ridiculous, doesn't it? But one thing that I've learned is that setting goals that seem unachievable can sometimes be achievable. So how do I go about starting this journey? Like what is my plan of action here? So I guess the one thing that I have allowed myself is a laptop and an internet connection and a mobile phone. As I've worked in the internet and digital industry for over 8 years now, I really want to pursue the idea that all you need is a laptop and an internet connection to actually be successful. I mean, I also need a smartphone because, quite frankly, we're doing this on a budget right now, and I need this to actually record these videos. But basically, there are 3 main areas that I'm going to focus on at the start of this journey. Number 1 is consulting. At the end of the day, this is my bread and butter, so I feel like I've got to keep it as part of the journey. After all, I'm going to be consuming a lot of my time with the job and the business that I have going at the same time, so I feel like it would only be fair to include that. However, I'm going to give myself the rule that I can only take on new business and count that towards the challenge. Anything that I do existing just does not count. Because I'm also on this journey of starting to work for myself, it might be really useful for anyone who's also considering doing this too. The next one is side hustles. I'm classifying side hustles as any kind of new income stream. This could range massively from digital income streams to offline income streams to basically just experiments at the end of the day. I'll make sure to keep a track record of any experiments that I do and obviously update on a weekly basis on this YouTube channel. Now, I may have also set some of these in motion the past sort of couple of days or so watch out for them next week. Make sure to subscribe. And the third element is investing. Although the markets are down right now, I feel like there's still definitely an opportunity to incorporate investing into this. Obviously, any money I make, I don't ideally just want to hold in my bank account, because at the moment that wouldn't be great because it's just sitting there doing nothing. And I basically want to make that money work for me. I have a couple of different strategies when it comes to investing, but I think I'll probably save that for another video. So the 3 main strategies, just to reiterate: consulting, side hustles, and investing. Those are going to be like kind of the fundamentals of my overarching strategy. Depending on what works, depending what doesn't, these could kind of change along the way, or new strategies could come in, but at the end of the day, those are going to be what I'd call the pillars of what I'm planning on doing. But apart from making money, for me, this challenge is also about a bit of self-development. I mean, already by putting this video out there of me, it's already challenging myself. I mean, it's not like most people putting out YouTube videos and feeling, yay, I'm really confident about doing this for the first time. So I'm hoping that, you know, along with doing this more and video editing, that I'll feel more confident and the skills will get better along the way too. There are another couple of key areas that I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into. The first is forcing myself to get out there and meet new people. And I'm anticipating that there might be quite a lot of that during this journey. And I kind of know that the more and more I do this, the more and more I feel confident along the way. The second is to just keep learning and educating myself. Books have been a great way to do that in recent times. And I like to consume books on building knowledge, but also mentality and mental health as well. I've always had an eagerness to learn new things, and I think that books are a great way to do that, but also I feel like I've always had a bit of a thirst for knowledge as well. I mean, who knows, these books might even inspire new habits that can really help me along with this journey. I'm not expecting it to be the easiest thing along the way. There's going to be lots of trials and tribulations, so we'll see how it all goes. So overall, this journey is going to be probably a bit of a crazy one. I feel like I have it within me that I can do this, but like, you know, most people, I think self-doubt sometimes comes in. However, it's the start, so let's just be positive and see what happens. Like I said before, I feel like there's going to be tough moments during this journey, but hey ho, what's the worst that can happen? Finally, make sure that you give a like and subscribe. Just remember that life doesn't always have to be serious. It's alright sometimes to be a little bit silly.